Ladies and gentlemen, it's not uncommon for people to tell you that life is short. I don't mean to sound negative, but I turned 40 years old today, and I gotta say, it's been a very long 40 years. The elderly will tell me I'm still a spring chicken, still wet behind the ears. If I think I'm in pain now, wait till I'm in my 50s. Then they'll proceed to turn, walk away, and move better than I could ever dream of. Somehow they can stroll the full length of a cruise ship, but I can't go from the dog food section to the beer at Walmart without taking a break. Something tells me they weren't carrying 100-pound propane cylinders on each shoulder like they encouraged me to do when I was in my 20s, or carrying 6 10-foot lengths of chain up a hill to hook to a tree-length skidder. I'm pretty sure they were all full of crap. Nonetheless, those guys were my heroes, even though they encouraged me to destroy myself before I was even in my 30s. It's been nothing but health problems and back pain the whole time. That's why it took so long. Still, my birthday present to myself today was to restore a chainsaw that I got from an old guy I looked at as a mentor. He was one of those guys who encouraged me to beat the crap out of myself. I still love the guy. This is the saw right here, a 281 Husqvarna I've converted to a 288 with a bigger jug and piston. I also put new crank bearings in it. It looks like real crap, don't it? The story behind this saw is 20 years ago there was a fire at a place called Rental Express. Everything was a total loss, and the guy that was called in to scrap it was none other than the late and the great Will Hilliker. I've talked about Will before. This is a saw that came out of that pile of stuff. I put it together back in the day. I made the thing run and I used it quite a bit. It was very heavy, but he told me I was just a wimp. So why, if the saw is brand new on the inside, did I not make it look good on the outside? Why didn't I paint it up real nice and put a new hood on it? And the reason behind that is the guy I got the saw from, the late and the great Will Hilliker. You see, Will's aesthetic was he liked things to look like absolute crap, but work really good. He often told the story about a Ford F-100 that was so rusted out the fenders flopped in the wind. He had it all hopped up and it did 140 miles an hour with the fenders just a-flopping. He loved telling that story, and everything he owned looked a lot like that F-100. It all looked like crap, but it worked flawlessly, and that's what I wanted to honor with this saw. So I'm sure the question on everybody's mind is, do I plan on carrying this big heavy saw around in the woods, felling trees and cutting up log piles? No, absolutely not. Not in my shape. I just put this thing together as like a midlife crisis thing. It's nice to have something survive alongside me from around the same period. This saw is a 1988. I was born in 1985, and I feel like we're connected. I'll probably just shove the thing into a big piece of wood really fast to impress all of my friends, then put it away for the next time I feel like amusing myself. Either way, happy birthday to me.